Hey guys, welcome to Atypical You. It's your girl, it's Monique, and today, we are talking about those L's. You know them L's that you just take and you have to swallow. You just have to swallow it, and it's hard, and it's painful, and it's really uncomfortable, and you're pissed, annoyed to the max. Them ones. We're talking about them ones there. So I remember when I was younger, a couple of years back, me and a few friends were on the same program, like a summer program for young people. It was really fun and whatnot. And we would make this joke and be like, oh, smoke your L, smoke your L. Make sure that you smoke your L. If someone made some sort of mistake, or if someone got mugged off, or they were so adamant that this was the right information, then it turned out that they were wrong, we'd be like, wait, let me roll your L for you. You guys know who you are if you're watching this. Like, let me roll it for you. Roll up your L, and you get the person to put their finger in their mouth and be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna spark your L, and you gotta smoke that L. You've got to smoke the L, because we ain't playing here. Smoke the L, and then we'll just laugh about a bus joke and whatnot. And when I was thinking about this, it reminds me of how exaggerated L's are made. These are losses. It's a loss. Whatever situation, it's a loss. Whether it's a thing where you lost some money in a bet, or whether you lost your receipt to a really expensive pair of trainers, or let's say, for example, you missed a time of the train that you were meant to get for your interview. Fam, L's left, right and center. And it got me thinking, like, we make them into such big deals. We make them into such big deals. Like, L's, if you've taken an L, listen, you feel like it's on your shoulders, man. It's on your shoulders, and it takes a couple of days, maybe like even weeks, some people months and years to even get over it. And what I want to introduce you to is just a shift of perception. I'm going to be speaking about perceptions a lot. That's something I'm quite interested in, like how we can both be looking at the same thing but make it mean complete different things just because of the way that we look at it and the background knowledge that we know. But with L's, if I was to look at an L and say to myself, oh my gosh, my life is over. Of course, all you're feeding yourself is negativity. You're just being a pessimist or negative Nancy, and you're just doing up this in your head. You're obviously going to feel worse about the situation because you're just dwelling on it, and it's almost like you're literally digging a hole deeper by feeding yourself negativity. Now, what if you looked at that situation, for example, let's say you had a job interview. In this job interview, you had to take a certain train for a certain time, and for one reason or the other, you're unable to make it. Whatever the excuse is, because it's an excuse at the end of the day, you were unable to get to your interview on time, but you missed the train. Now, if you walked away and was like, oh my gosh, I should have just run, knew it, I should have not made that sandwich before I left the house, oh, I should have, you're gonna feel worse. However, if you shift your perception and, accept the current situation and say to yourself, okay, cool, this is what this is what the reality of this situation is. What can I realistically do better next time to be able to make sure that I will always turn up for my interview on time? You prioritize it. You say to yourself, okay, cool, do you know what? Instead of strolling and just chilling and listening to music or stopping off at my friend's house for a minute, let me actually just leave 30 minutes early so that I can get there 20 minutes early and I can sit and wait because it's something that's important to you. That way, you've turned that L for the next time into a lesson. You haven't just dwelled upon it, because what we do is we dwell upon L's and then we leave an L as an L. We get upset, we get over it, then we leave it. Instead of getting upset, getting over it and turning that L into a lesson. Once you're able to switch that L into a lesson, nothing will really affect you because you accept the situations that you're in. You accept responsibility of your actions. You accept the situation and you say, okay, cool, do you know what? I'm gonna do something different. And when you're able to just do that with every single situation, working with people, working in work environments, at home, at school, you're doing it when you're with people, when you're alone, you're doing it at nighttime, during the day, you're able to just get upset and go over things, and things aren't like, things won't stick onto you as easily. You won't feel as upset about every little L that you take, because trust me, I'm taking L's. I'm taking L's, but I'm turning them into lessons so that I know what to do for the next time. But too many of us love to just take the L, smoke the L, swallow the L, and that's it. And that's just it. There's no third, fourth step. There's no working towards what I'm not going to do for next time. There's no sense of responsibility and there's no sense of acceptance. But once acceptance and accountability into play, fam, like I said to you, the L's will be L's. Don't get it twisted. They're still going to be the same level and the same amount of L's that you would take on a good day. It's just that this time the perception is different, and the way that you react towards that L will be helpful to you in the future. That's all from me today. Have a blessed day. Stay well. Make sure you like, subscribe, and pass the vibe. Don't forget to comment in the comment section below.